Good afternoon on what is a cool, grey and overcast day. It is Saturday the 28th of January. I'm in the reading Nook with a nice hot cup of tea. And, of course, a cat who is not ours. So, I've got a big box with a pile of things to unbox, so I'm going to get started. And what I'm going to look at first is this, which is Icons of the Realms Storm King's Thunder, which is the set of miniatures released to go with the Storm King's Thunder campaign for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. So these are official Dungeons & Dragons miniatures. Let me see. I think they're done by. They're part of they're from WizK, and you can see what we've got on the back here. So I've already done an unboxing of Icons of the Realm Storm King's Thunder Box 2. It's essentially it's not intended to be sort of like out of order, but rather that's just the way they've come to me. My friend Neve has lent me this set of miniatures, as she does sort of like the various boxes of miniatures that you see me unboxing, because I don't own any. I don't really own any boxes of miniatures because, hey, I don't have the space for them, and really I don't have the use for them. And I'm not doing a lot of physical gaming, and I'm certainly not playing any Dungeons & Dragons or even any Storm King's Thunder, which is not to say that I wouldn't be interested. Anyway, so let's have a look inside, shall we? It's quite a deep box, you can see, because these miniatures are actually really quite large. Let me show you these off here individually, essentially one by one, before I dig them out. And these are really quite lovely. So let's walk going from the first one I can grab. I'm going to untie these at the back here because they're held in by some wire. So bear with me. So these are really nicely done miniatures. Then you know, if you are looking to run this campaign and you really want these sort of miniatures like this, then they are a really nice addition. You know, you're playing this at the table. God, these are really tightly held in here. Just trying to unwind these wires. So yeah, this is not going to be very particularly interesting because essentially I can't show you the figures until I've actually got them out, and they are tightly wound in. The person who did this has done a really good job. Now we're almost there, and I'm going to do this for each of these miniatures, so this is really just a little bit annoying. But so the first miniature we have is this. This is just to show you the sense of scale. There's my hand. This is sort of like hand size. This is a good sort of like 6 inches tall. This is Queen Neri, presumably Storm Giant or Queen, and there she is in all her regal splendour and haughtiness. And these are plastic miniatures, pre-painted, really nicely done. To show you there's the face, show you the detail of her dress going down and so on, and she's sort of like just a sort of like imperious presence there on the court. So that goes back in there. Then we've got the next one we have. One comes out a bit easier because it's not wired in. This is Lord Casper Dryland, much smaller, so a little bit difficult to get some of the detail in there, but you can see there. It's sort of like to see what. Yeah, it's basically, you can see he's got like an illithid or something, you know, over on his back, just controlling him, just a presence. Essentially, you know, he is, you know, you know, he is in the possession of essentially, I'm presuming that's the ambassador, not even necessarily him. Then we've got another larger figure, so I'm just working my way, I'm actually working my way sort of like right to left here, which is a bit odd, but there we go. Let me just put that back up there. There we go. Let's see if we can get this to undo. Because there we go, yeah, it's coming out. Pull that one loose, and we have another one of these, because I've done the unboxings sort of like with the elementals in there, and this is reminiscent of the water elemental set. Water elemental I showed you in another set here. This is a Aegeron Spirit. And it's just trying to get the contrast on there to show you the detail there, because these are really quite detailed miniatures. But on a miniature sort of like cast in translucent plastic, it's often quite difficult to kind of get the features clear on there. So if I show you that there, you can see a bit more. And again, you could easily, you know, switch this out. This could be, I mean, you change this out, this becomes, you know, a cloud giant, or it becomes a, you know, a cloud spirit, or elemental, or a water elemental, and so on. There's some flexibility in how you use these, of course, to some extent. Okay, that's slots back in there. And the next one we have is Zolkin Alessander. Warrior there. See what's on the top of his head. Some kind of possessive beast. I'll just show you, just trying to get that into focus. And then we come to the last miniature, perhaps the biggest and the most impressive. In part, I would have gone left to right normally, because, you know, that's what sort of like, you know, what you normally kind of do. But and then we have, I'm just going to turn this over. I do apologise about the delay here, but these really are worth waiting to see. Because these miniatures are really very nice. So, okay, there's one. And these are not. Yeah, I know, not very interesting, but I will have a miniature to show you in just a minute. Because they really have done a very good job on this, and it's just trying to find the way they twisted this. Yeah. I've got cold fingers. How have they done this? So I've got the ends and it's just not coming. Come on. This should come away very easily with. So yeah, they've done a pretty good job of, there we go, holding it in place, which, you know, I appreciate that's what they're meant to do. So let's get this last miniature out. You know, easily, it's not going to come out easily, but it's easily the most impressive. And this is King Hecaton. I mean, look at that. That's an amazing sculpt, sense of action. You know, you really sort of like do get the impression this is the Storm King. You know, his blade held high, the energy crackling off him. You know, the full detail of his beard and his anger, the armour he's wearing, the greaves or knee pads there, and then sort of like the clothing underneath here, the sort of the hauberk or sort of, you know, the tunic he's wearing, and the cloak flowing behind him. There's the detail on the shield, even down to, I don't know whether that's an intentional dent, but it's there. You know, his sword is a bit burnt, but I mean, you know, that's fine. And it's a really fantastic miniature, I think. You put that down on the table, and there's absolutely no way that your players are not going to be impressed by that. And of course, this is not just going to be useful for Storm King's Thunder. You know, you could take this and, you know, this could be your representation of all Anth if you wanted it to be in RuneQuest role playing and Granthix. So essentially, you know, he is. You know, he has the beard, he's the right colour, he's got the energy of the lightning and so on. He's holding his sword up high. You know, that's one option there. So there is a flexibility in these miniatures if you look for it. Of course, they're going to be obviously for Dungeons and Dragons because that's what it says so on the box, and it's for a particular campaign. But, you know, in the long term, you've got a nice set of miniatures you can find other uses for. So let's put him back, and another box set back, and the cat who is not ours has come back. And not having a cat here, you know, whilst I show off miniatures is not the easiest thing to do. But you know, let's put this back in. Yeah, he doesn't like the crackling of the plastic, which I don't blame him. So, and then let's get the box and slide this in. Slide this into place. And thankfully, I didn't lose anything, which is what happened the last time I opened a big box of miniatures from Neve. So this is Icons of the Realms to Storm King's Thunder Box 1. Really quite impressive set of miniatures there. I do like these, and you know, it would be utterly impressive if you brought these to the table. Anyway, so first off, I want to thank Neve for lending these boxes to me to unbox, and of course I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do click on the like button down below. And if you've got any comments or feedback, I do appreciate you taking the time to post those. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings, where I will have a package or a box, which I will unbox just about its contents, whether that's a game, book, or even miniatures, to the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all of course accompanied by, they're going to hold this, a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do click on the subscribe button down below. And of course, I'll be back again soon with another unboxing of the Nook tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I'll be back again soon. Bye for now.